Yo, it's Jesse with Bowman Land Clearing. We got a job to do today. Got my semi, got it running, check the fuel, check the oil in it. Gonna have to move the machine, get the grapple. We got another job with the grapple on the mulcher next week, but we're gonna go ahead and get it on the trailer because it being a semi, it needs more weight on the neck. So let's go ahead and get this thing moved. We'll get it hooked up and then we'll get her chained down. We gotta hurry up. Got my chain, got the semi ready, or at least I hope it's ready. So that way I can put a little extra weight on the neck, because the last time I went up my driveway and this thing, it started spinning out, so I need a little extra weight on the neck. But it's also a learning curve versus a semi versus a pickup truck, so it's like you got to put more weight on the neck of it than you do a pickup truck. The air brakes is doing a fine job. Woo! Hopefully I can. If you've ever had a leaf spring semi, you know how rough it is, especially how hairy the throttle is. You barely touching, you might pop wheelie. But I'm gonna need to make sure that I gotta come up a little bit more. We're gonna push this up a little bit and then we gotta roll. We're running late. All right, got her loaded. Ain't as late as I thought it was gonna be, but we got her going. Got the chain down, ready to ride. So let's see what we can get done. Looks like it's gonna rain today or something. It's my luck. I'll tell you one thing, I don't like this at all. This one sucks, but it's getting us where we need to be. It's hard to find gears, so it needs transmission work, I guess. And it just don't have weight. It just starts hopping. Don't have the pull. Don't have no power at all with an L10 Cummins. It sounds good though, that's about it. Starts hopping and cropping. It's a rough road. Also, we're a leaf spring. Eaton pullers, transpullers, they're I don't know why I said that. Puller transmissions. I've worked on them several times. See, there's another one right there, International. I think the brakes are gone. I went to stop and it wouldn't turn, or it wouldn't stop, so I had to go to the next exit up. But we should be getting close to the job. What gear I'm in. That's why it sucks is I don't know what gear I'm in. So you had to be just good, but you had to rev it up and find where you need to be. It ain't no big deal. I may not know what I'm doing for trucking wise, but I'm not a trucker though. I'd work on them and then I'd get the test drive because I had Class B's. So, we almost there. Got my mirror. Ain't got one. Got one over there. But we trying to make it. This is a bumpy road. We probably won't be driving this back to our dad's chicken house. We'll have my wife come pick me up. This is just too much for me. Plus, this is not registered. So, I've got insurance on it, but I ain't got a tag on it, so I just use it for a worst case, like I am now since my F450 is in the shop. But we're getting close. We're going to get up there and let it warm up and talk to the customer, make sure everything's good, walk around, make sure. I know it's kind of a right away area, so we'll show you when we get there. Well, I got all the chains down, got it going, because this is they're sharing a driveway with I think a few other people. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But we made it. We made it here. Phew, it's a lot of energy to get up through here. But anyway, we made it here. Got mud all over it where I slung it off from the chicken houses, but we made it with a few cuss words and a little bit of hatred for this thing. But I'm gonna move the grapple up a little closer. So I'm wore out. That's why I hate having several trucks. I wish the semi was a little better, but the only fault is I should have went and got one a long time ago. But anyway, let's get this off, and then we'll move the truck out of the way and we'll get started. As you can see, it's over here. This is one of my cousins. We're pretty much hitting brush all day. Kind of see it all up through there. It kind of like goes, it's real big, and then it just tapers into like a little triangle. But let's get it going. All right, I was trying to get here at 8, but it's already 8:30. Got the semi pulled over there. This is for my cousin. There's like, I think it's been logged a long time ago, so we're gonna have to watch out for stumps, but we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna go ahead and start pushing, cleaning, and then once I get an idea how I want to do it, then I'll get the old tripod out. May sit on the semi, who knows. But we got to go on that lower end and then come up, and it TP's all the way up to the top. So let's go ahead and knock it down. It's just grass, so we should eat up pretty quickly. all this bigger, thicker stuff. That way it just makes it a lot faster. But there's also a house on this side. I'm afraid to turn that way and smack it, so I'm trying to. Man, this is so uneven, it's not even funny. It's so annoying. It's like it's rutted out. Like somebody's rutted it out. That's where I'm eating so much freaking dirt. Yeah, right in here, it's really, really soft. down here. It's really, it looks like a lot, but it's really not. But I'd say about another 30-40 minutes we'll be done. Trying to go over it, but I'm finding a lot of rocks, chewing up a lot of dirt. But there's a lot of rocks right here for some reason. Sharpening my teeth with rocks really helps take these chunks out. So we got everything done. Got all that over there. Turned up pretty good. It's already like 1, so yeah, almost 1:30. Got here around 8:30, so not bad, a few hours. I mean, this was really rough, but if I knew it was already cleared with no stumps, would have been alright. But this ain't nothing. There's spiders crawling over me too. Ugh. Go ahead and get the semi loaded up, and then we'll head out of here. So let's get her loaded down. Alrighty, we ready to sail the ship. We about to hammer down and get home. Whoops, accidentally hit the button on it to turn it off. But I like using the semi. It just has more stopping power, except for this one. We're about to hammer down. You like my mirror? It's beautiful. Well, if you could, keep watching the videos and keep commenting a little bit and interacting. I appreciate everybody watching and liking and commenting. So if you could, like and subscribe.